Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Observable Flutter. My name is Craig Labenz, and I'm your host. And today we are going to be continuing last week's project to rebuild this tool with with Gemini as our sidekick, as our assistant. And Randal is joining me once again to make all this happen. He's our resident expert on vibe coding, or not quite vibe coding. I think I'm going to look at the code a little bit more this week than we did 3 weeks ago in the last stream. But yeah, I'm excited to continue to explore just how much of my homework Gemini can do. So do recall, everyone, that this is the Flutter community, and today we are living up to our reputation and our expectations that we hold for ourselves. All right. As I mentioned, Randal, last stream's guest, this stream's guest. He's back, and we're going to continue what we were working on about a month past. So, Randal, welcome back to Observable Flutter.
Hey, thanks for having me back. This is fun. It's a lot of fun doing the previous show too. So we achieved a remarkable amount of stuff in the 2 hours from scratch, pretty much. Although, again, I did say at the end of the last show that you had already done most of the work in those 3 prior shows to design what you wanted to design, and I was merely copying that design, which saves a lot of time. So we did have that advantage.
Yeah, and a real advantage that is, obviously, we could have just spent more time imagining, either with ourselves or with Gemini or both, what we wanted to build. But yeah, I'd kicked the tires and gone down some bad paths and been able to kind of recover and whatnot. So we did have a little domain knowledge in our back pockets that we were using. I was worried for a moment that StreamYard wasn't pulling in the stream chat, but it actually is now. It just didn't start doing that until I clicked go live. So we are in fact going, Jose. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I was going to wear, by the way, today a Nigerian football jersey, but I realized late in my setup this morning that Nigeria's primary color is a bright green, which would conflict heavily with my green screen.
Same color.
Yeah, so I would.
You would have had a floating head. You would have had just a floating head.
Well, I would have had a lot of stripes based on their recent design. It would have looked very silly, but that had been my original goal. Yeah. Okay, Randal, would you want to do the honors and remind everyone what we're working on?
So, you had spent 3 shows working on an application from scratch to watch the YouTube comment stream and be able to choose items out of that stream and have them drop into a file that you could then squirt up to your live stream in OBS. And what I did in the previous show is that we started from where you stopped and took that as a specification and built the whole thing from scratch using Gemini CLI, which is a command-based interface to Gemini that can be used for all sorts of things I'm finding out. I'm using it primarily right now to do, and I'll say, vibe coding is a bad term here. Really, AI-assisted coding, I think, is a closer phrase for what we're doing here, so we don't freak out people by doing stuff like, most people, when they talk about vibe coding, they're talking about one-shot tries. Get my entire app in one setup. But that only works if it's something that everybody has done over and over again, so that becomes the neurons in the choice in the LLM. But if you're innovating, if you're building new stuff, you have to follow software engineering practices, and that's what I've seen people successfully do over and over again. So you have to build a product requirement document. You have to agree on the technologies, on the goals, decide what's okay for MVP and what things might need to be deferred to future. And once you have that agreed upon and set in stone, you then build a series of planning steps, and you execute the steps one at a time and make sure there are tests at every step. And if you do that, you're doing AI-assisted software engineering. You're not just vibe coding. It's not one-shot trick. And there are times when even in that process, it can get it going a little astray. So it might require a few rounds here and there. But the key is to get the right context in so that it makes the right auto completion suggestions, that the autocomplete part is your finished code.
Yeah, and it's been a while since our last stream, so my memory is somewhat hazy. My memory is normally hazy anyway. I do believe there were a couple moments where we had to kind of negotiate with Gemini to get it to do what we wanted. And actually, there was just earlier this week, some folks on the team and I were debating kind of really what is the truest form of vibe coding. And what I have taken from the term isn't even just that it's necessarily a one-shot situation, but that you're always just hitting accept and then looking at the software and seeing whether or not it worked. And like, those are the vibes, you're just running on LLM vibes, like, yeah, accept changes. And, not interrogating the code, but you might be multi-shotting based on testing the software and then realizing like, no, it's not doing what I want. Obviously in some sense, all word definitions are made up and we can choose them to be whatever they are, but that's kind of what it has ended up meaning to me. Anyway, so yeah, as we actually look at code and try to understand what it does, that's where it's like maybe the vibes are a little replaced by human thinking.
I see what you did there. Vibe.
Let's see here. Do you think having documentation of Flutter on a RAG would help generate better code? Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, and part of what we're installing today on Craig's machine is a tool that the Dart team is coming up with to be able to do lookups of documentation and stuff as an MCP available to Gemini. So that's part of what we're installing today.
Yep. Yeah. So obviously last week Randal drove and this week I'm going to drive. So we'll all get to see together as I install any of Randal's tools that I didn't already have installed.
Yep.
So shall we begin, do you think?
Yeah, go ahead. I think we'll figure out if there's more things we should have said at the beginning of the show by the middle of the show. So don't worry.
That's right.
We're still here.
Okay. So all I have right now is the code from the previous session, and then I have typed Gemini in the terminal, and that's it. So actually, one thing I already don't even remember, Randal. Did the app run last week? Could I run it and see where we're at?
It got stalled, and so we're going to save that for the next time to try to figure out why it was getting stalled. And
all right, let's remind ourselves in what manner in which it is stalled. So were we running this on Mac OS?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me make my text a little bigger here. Let me get into the right directory. This is the one crazy aspect of live streaming is, boy, do you end up having some cartoonishly oversized text with very little space to actually read that text. Well, I'm excited to be back. I mean, I was more excited to be gone because vacation is fun, but it does feel good to get back in the hot seat here and start building something. Randal, how's your?
I'm pretty sure I've stopped at Barbados in one of my 80 cruises. I'm sure it was in there somewhere. Okay.
Oh, that's right. We were doing this. Nice. Okay. So
find those and paste them in.
Yeah, the video ID here. And I do recall, I'm going to paste the video ID in the API key window to test. Although actually the app is just frozen.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, no, it came back. I think maybe my computer froze. Okay. Yes, we do have the password thing here. So I can just paste in. So that's video ID. That's not sensitive. Now let me go get my YouTube API key again, which I'll do in my other window.
Super secret.
To find my personal browsing tab. Where on earth is it putting it? I just clicked the thing. It didn't even come up. Hello, sir. Please return. There we are. All right. So that showed the page, but not the API key itself. So I've finally not. Wow, my computer is just I'm getting the spinning beach ball constantly here. Hopefully it
Whoa.
snaps out of it. Okay, I'm grabbing my API key.
We always tell people to turn off their torrents before they get on. Right?
Yeah,
Just kidding.
sadly,
Just kidding.
yeah, just kidding. Leave the torrents running. I've got a lot of stuff running right now between OBS and all the things. Okay, so there we are. Oh no, it just works. Wait,
It's
what did we
working.
even?
It doesn't. It didn't refresh properly. So we got to figure out where the refreshing isn't working.
Oh, the polling wasn't working.
Polling. It was the polling that was broken. Yes.
All right, so we.
Oh yeah, I remember that. We got to this great place. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, this looks great. It looks better than it did last week. So we've got a new. No, it even refreshed.
Did it?
Because yeah, Sun Dunes High that just appeared was new. And then yeah, HP Gamers.
So it's all working.
Yeah. Well, I doubt.
But we don't have we don't have the save the image part working yet. We don't know if any of that is in place.
Interesting. They actually are. There is an active state, but I don't know. Okay, let's figure out what's going on here. So this could be a real short stream. Reminds me of one of my favorite lines in Star Wars when Han Solo says, "I hope that old man got the tractor beam out of commission, or this is going to be a real short trip." All right, hit it.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Great lines. Great lines. You have some of the best movie lines of any podcast stream. Well, so here's the thing. I want to make sure that we install the two MCPs.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And to do that, you have to have Puro installed. So we need to go out to the command line and install Puro.
All right. Thanks for the reminder of the actual place we wanted to start. So I'm going to close the app and we will install the stuff. I'm just like a cat chasing a laser pointer. I'm very easily distracted. All right. Randall, in his infinite helpfulness, just emailed me a bunch of installation instructions. So I've got Randall's email up over on this window, and
that in a real shell, not the internal terminal. It doesn't work very well in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
There's some weirdnesses about the VS Code terminal. That's weird.
I know. Do I really have to give it pipe bash? And I guess that is a common thing. That's well, I guess we'll just
another way to install it. Let's see.
Yeah.
Go to puro.dev and it'll give you the installation instructions. And it might be that Gemini got it slightly wrong.
Oh, I think maybe it's just changed. Yeah, it does have something different here. So we're dealing with totally incorrect instructions.
For those of you trying to follow along at home, we're installing Puro, which will allow us to have access to the beta release of Flutter. Because without the beta release of Flutter, they don't yet have the Dart team has been producing this MCP that you can plug into agents like Gemini CLI, which will give you access to all sorts of cool things about the pub and about your running processes and about memory use and all sorts of things. It gives you new tools for accessing that sort of stuff. Okay.
I'll just make this big too.
Say where Puro, so make sure that it finds it.
Nice.
Yep. Good. You got, hey, this is looking good. Puro. And then that one with the e-beta thing, or Puro something beta.
Now, by the way, I was wondering, what is different about this? Why couldn't I just say Flutter channel beta?
Because if you have any other live projects, you're going to get screwed.
Oh, I'd have to see on my work machine. I screw myself over in that way all the time.
Yeah. What Puro lets you do is simultaneously have multiple installations of Flutter. And it also keeps it up to date really nicely. And it also uses a minimal amount of space. I mean, 95% of beta and stable are the same. And with Puro, you only have one copy of that on your disk, not two.
Okay, so I think this instruction is good for everyone else. I didn't really need to do this, but that's okay. Because I have just the tree checked out on my machine, and when I change channels, I'll often SSH into that, and I'll do git checkout, whatever, and like git update and whatnot. we don't have to worry about that right now. We can use Puro. I don't know if I'll probably install Puro on my personal machine if I need it, but then I'll not keep it on here. All right. So now the next step in this was so we've basically done some setup to make beta available on my machine, and now I will activate it.
Don't do that step though. Don't do that step.
Don't do this.
You won't need to do that step because type Puro -e beta dart -- version.
Like this?
Yep. And it should be the beta release. Yes. See, this is what gives us the beta dart. That's all the work you did was just to be able to type Puro -e beta dart in a command. And that's what the MCP will do for you automatically. So you don't need to switch your main Puro anywhere. You're only going to be using it directly from the MCP.
All right. I don't know the last time I ran the self-update thing, but then I accidentally typed W. So we'll see if that screwed everything up.
Oh, there it's still okay. You're running your home directory.
Available. Run this to install your.
Yeah, I think you have to do that one.
Okay.
Cross your fingers.
Oh, it's optimizing the humor. Nice. Okay. Configure.
From within Gemini, but because you'll have to exit Gemini anyway to restart it. So wait until it's done. Yeah, it looks like it works. So Control D out of there. Go back to the command line and invoke Gemini one more time, and it should be the new version.
Where do you see the version?
I see it because there's no message that says it's out of sync.
Okay,
it would tell you if it had to update. Okay, now we don't want it. We want to invoke Gemini inside.
Go back to VS Code.
Right. And now we can actually have Gemini update its own configuration for those two MCP servers. This is fun. Say Gemini, right? And do you want to connect? Yes. Say yes. This is where you do the yes. Hit return. When it's got a dot menu like that, you just hit return. You use up and down, select slots, and then hit return. It's kind of weird.
Enter was the first thing I ran, and because my computer is choking, it just took a while. Or enter is the first key I pressed. All right, so here we go. Oh, that's interesting.
Go. Yeah, it's a little weird, I guess, from the narrowness of the screen. I remember they made a change a few versions back where if it detected a narrow screen, it didn't put up the full Gemini word because it was just getting in the way. So it detected that properly. We've only got one MCP server. Which one it's got? Hit Control T. Let's see if you already got something installed.
Yeah, I do think what do I have here? So I hit Control T, but nothing really came up.
Wow, that's weird. I wonder what it's doing.
Oh,
there it is. Oh, you already have that. You already have the tool.
Yeah.
How did that work out? Okay.
Well, I've used it. I work on the Flutter team, you know.
Oh, right. Okay, no wonder that works. Just leave our home audience a little bit out of whack. You want to show your
it's .Gemini settings, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think if there's anything bad that might be in there that you wouldn't want to show.
Well, we'll find out together. Actually, I'll pull this onto a different screen and make sure that there's nothing. Gemini settings.
It's homes.gemini/settings.json. Yeah,
totally fine. All right, so this is what I have. Now, you had more than this, I thought. Didn't you have several MCP servers, or is this the only one that we care about?
How are you getting? Oh, Dart MCP server, right? Dart args MCP server. Yeah. Okay, that's working then. Okay, so this is what this is not the one that uses Puro, but in a few weeks, no, you're not going to need to use Puro to get to this anyway. So how it looks like there is fine, and that you can actually link to the Dart MCP server documentation because it's already up on Dart Dev, I think it is.
What's going on here? Oh, let's close
if you Google
this.
for
This.
There you go.
All right. So we are, I believe, ready to begin. I'm actually looking back at chat again here, first time in a while, because I've had other windows covering it. Make sure we didn't miss anything. Can we yell and scream at the Gemini CLI in the office? You can do whatever you want.
Sure.
I mean, whatever the etiquette is in your office around yelling and screaming, I think that's the limiting factor.
Cool.
All right. Chat's looking pretty good here. All right.
Okay.
So
let's go ahead and launch Gemini again here.
Sorry, let's do what again?
We'll launch Gemini. I don't think we're back at a shell somehow. Yeah.
Yep. So another thing, let's reorient ourselves as well, because part of what we had was this PRD, and then the plan phase 1. I don't remember actually with this. Okay, this had the checklist. I was just thinking earlier that checklist is really going to look smart now because it'll tell us how far we got, but it got all the way to the end.
Well, let's look at the PRD and see if it's complete about what we want it to do. If not, we're going to edit the PRD using prompts.
All right.
So let's see if it does what we want it to do. Yeah. And you're the customer.
Of course. Yeah, user stories. As a user, I want to securely enter my YouTube API key and the video ID of the live stream I want to watch. View live chat messages in real time. Scrollable list. Select a specific chat message to highlight. Be notified of any errors that occur while fetching chat messages. So far, that all works. Now, what we didn't put in the user stories here is like what happens upon the selection of a chat message. Right. So I suspect that is not there. So initial setup screen, that worked great. Live chat screen, this seems to work great. Auto scroll, users can select a message, tapping on it, tapping again, deselect, great. Error handling.
Right. Oh, nothing about file save. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
so it did everything we asked for it to do. In fact, I bet the saving it to a file it was down in the future part of this. There's the stuff we didn't do, and I bet it's towards the bottom of this.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Future
future enhancements. Yeah, real-time updates, WebSockets. Okay. We could explore that. Message actions. Allow users to perform actions on selected messages. Yeah, don't care about that actually. OAuth 2. Nope. Multi-stream support. Nope. Customizable UI. Nope. All right. So basically, also I'm going to have to resort out what the directory was, but that's not the end of the world. Basically, we can replace the future enhancements, I think, by adding an actual step 4.5.
Well,
what is all this? Oh, technical requirements. Yeah. So we want to add a new technical requirement, which is the file saving, right?
Let's let Gemini decide how to update that file, though. We're going to actually talk to it. So go onto your Gemini prompt. Remember, I never edited any part of this file yet. We made like 4 or 5 changes to it, like making sure.
Yeah, you only typed down here.
Yep, I only typed down there. I want to try to do that this week too. So, I would like. You want to say something like this? I would like to have it so that when I tap on a tile, the image file gets saved in a directory.
When I tap on a chat message in the scrollable UI, I want the app to save that portion of the UI into an image file on disk.
Before you type return, please update the PRD to reflect this. Now, here's where the magic starts happening.
All right, let's see here. All right, wait, what? Didn't find prd.md? Oh, because I'm in the directory. So it's going to struggle. prd.md is outside the directory. Okay, let's copy this. Now, should I do just like cd ... or will this?
I can't do that, no.
Okay, all right.
Won't help.
We'll try again.
Yep. Yeah, sorry. To access the meta files that we were playing with, you need to be outside. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Well, that's an awkward bit of copy paste that happened.
It doesn't matter. It'll know it. It ignores white space.
And the pipes? All right, we'll try it. We'll see how it's just going to have a low opinion of us. So like,
You don't
wow,
want
these
it.
guys really can't type.
First, I'll read
Right.
the file. Okay, it's reading the file. That's doing what it's supposed to do. I've reviewed. Yeah, scroll back. Oh, it puts a diff window up. That's nice. Look at that.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
it's got a modified file there. Isn't that cool?
All right, so we've got the live chat screen. Each message, that's just a little grammar change. Tapping on it will save the image to a file. Love it. And that is it. Okay.
Yeah, say yes.
Let's
That sounds
change.
good.
Okay. So did you do always or once?
I always did always right after the first time it hit, and now I know there's YOLO mode, which I could have used instead. But you know, it's just a play computer. You don't care, right?
The errors aren't, or the arrows are not navigating me around here. Oh, no, there they are. Weird.
You're in the wrong window. Yes, always.
All right, we'll do always. Now, I expect need to find the file. It was a pretty arcane thing, and I don't believe. Oh no, I think we used the path, like the get document path. But there is still some hard coding that I have in OBS that I'm just gonna look up because I don't think it would be very fair to ask it to figure that out. So, where's that chat overlay?
Although I
Here.
believe there's OBS MCP. You could probably insert. No, just kidding. Just kidding. But I'm not that kidding. I think there's an MCP for just about everything now.
All right, so I've got the directory in my clipboard.
Okay, so what we want to do now is we made a change to the PRD. First, we want to make sure that it has the entire project in context. And my favorite way of doing that is to utter my prompt, review the current code base, show me the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Okay.
Yep.
Review.
That will require review my current code. Right.
What would it require?
What do you type? Sorry, what?
What you were about to say, it would require something.
The thing is that it'll end up requiring reading the entire code base. So that's good because it will have it in context, which is very helpful for almost any other question you want to ask it to do. So that's why I always do this quick review. Give me the good, the bad, the ugly. Oh, you're saying please. Okay.
If it please the court.
Yes. So I always do this as the first step to preload my context and also to have it get a sense. Also, it informs me if there's something whacked out that I don't know about in the code. It will tell me, what's it doing? It's dumping out code. Why is it reading into your screen? That's weird. I'm supposed to read it all there.
I guess it's proving to us that it did the job.
It did the code, right? I have read the code. You saw me read it.
Yep. Oh, we're getting a lot of
read the code. Wow. I've never seen it do that for this.
Hello, indeterminism. It's tweaking pretty hard.
Okay. Oh, it's going into disco mode too. Which last time.
A potential loop was detected.
Nice. Okay. Just do at let's see, at dot. I think that'll be enough to add.
It's tweaking so hard.
Yeah.
I think it actually, I think the problem with the tweaking is when it's like kind of base UI doesn't fit in the terminal. It must be like trying to do something corrective and it's rough. Anyway, it seems to tweak less if I just expand it more. All right. So at dot and then what?
I was thinking just wait. I want you to be able to like review the whole code, read all the code that's there. So at what's the top level directory? Sandbox? No, what was it? What was the name of it?
YouTube Watcher.
Yeah, so at YouTube Watcher. There we go. Okay, and hit return.
So what does this do? What does the at do? I actually haven't used this.
Just read all the files. Just say that. Read all the files.
Like this?
Yep. Why does it think it's out of? Weird. Oh, now it
this
did it.
time it actually, yeah.
It still had that idea that it had to do good, bad, and ugly. That's good. As long as at some point here we've got stuff into context, and we can see how much is in the context down at the bottom of the screen there.
So it likes RiverPod. It likes using Mocktail. Very good analysis. All right, the bad. Now this is really the self roast because it wrote all this. So
yeah,
lack of golden tests. We certainly didn't ask it to do that. No integration tests. Potential for improved error handling. Now error handling was part of the requirements, so it doesn't even think it did that good of a job. In magic strings. We have magic strings? Oh, and the routing. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
And the ugly custom lint.log is full of errors. What is custom lint.log? Is this a real file?
Oh, that's being created by Custom Lint, which is being used for RiverPod lints. So apparently there's some messages there.
Okay.
That's okay. We'll ignore those.
Whatever. Polling for chat messages. Yeah.
Yeah. This is typically what I do to kind of get resynced when I haven't seen a project for a week or two. Yeah. I'll do this just to kind of go, oh, where am I? So okay, now you can say something like, so what part of the RDF? No, what's the requirement document?
PRD.
Yeah, PRD. Yeah, product requirement document. I was trying to remember. There's 3 letters. What's the third letter? What part of the PRD is not yet implemented? Just ask it that. You came off the screen here.
Oh yeah, Well, how did that happen? Well, I know how it happened, but I didn't realize. So I accidentally moused into the corner of my screen and it activated my screensaver, which unshared my screen to VS Code or to StreamYard. All right, screen, get in the game. Thank you. This is the kind of thing, by the way, when I don't have a guest, I will just like go for minutes, not sharing my screen or muted or something. And I eventually look at chat and people are just like, okay. Having a guest really short circuits that.
And what we're going to do is turn whatever it's saying now into a new plan. And we'll have to tell it what the plan needs to be like. Make a plan similar to plan -1, which is in there. That's probably the easiest way to do that. Auto-scrolling chat, save chat message image, informative error messages. Ooh, let's tackle all those. That sounds good.
Yeah, that seems great.
We want to do it in the, we want to do the save chat message first.
Now, as it's doing this, though, I don't remember this file, honestly. The plan. Oh, this was each step.
It was plan.md, right? So let's tackle one of these. So let's tackle the saving the file, because we're trying to get this into OBS, and I wasn't doing that at my end. So so let's say make a plan file in plan.md.
Should I tell it what to do, or should I just say like follow plan phase 1?
I'm going to give this all idea. I want to give you a little bit of time. Called plan.md.
Sorry, called what?
Plan.md.
Oh, okay.
Similar to plan phase 1. Right. And that will implement the saving the image. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Push it. Yeah.
All right. Loading wit.exe. I used to work at Zapier, and Zapier had some really great little UX things like that when it was trying to talk to a certain API. If you were building a Zap and maybe that API was taking a while to respond. And I remember Zapier being kind of written up as having this really whimsical UI that people liked. I'm sure that's been, I didn't come up with this, by the way. I'm not giving myself any credit. I'm sure it's been done a million times now, but it's fun to see that idea here again in the Gemini CLI. Okay, so we've got things that we're just going to accept, I think, right? And then read.
Well, now you're back at a prompt, so it's actually asking you what to do
Oh, it already
next.
did
Go
it.
an MD
All right,
file.
let's read the file.
Hmm.
Let's read. All right, add dependencies for image rendering and file system access.
Yay.
Create a service to handle image conversion and saving. Integrate the
Yeah.
service with the chat controller. Update the
Yep.
UI to trigger image saving. Add error handling. Seems pretty good. Now, the path to save it is not really it's not going to capture that. There's no kind of figure out where to save the file, or maybe the service will have to do that.
Yeah, if it's missing something, see, add path provider, add image.
That seems all good. Not this one.
Are there? I don't see it say testing. Is it? Oh yeah, it does. It does have testing.
Testing,
Okay,
yeah. Nice. Yep.
unit test and verify. Yay! So this is very similar to the other one. This is why it was handy to keep
Mhm.
plan phase one around. It means every new plan that you generated. But this is software engineering. We're updating the PRD to move features around or add new features. We're then asking the software what's the difference between the PRD and the current product. We're getting that delta in mind, and we're creating a new plan file that will give us the steps to get to that. And this is why this isn't what people are calling vibe coding. This is AI assisted software engineering as it should be done.
Yeah, I think
So
this looks pretty good.
yeah, I would commit where we're at now, so we got a good snapshot. So have it write a cool commit message with emojis.
Oh yeah, you even had it do the committing. Oh, we have to scroll to the
Yeah,
bottom every time.
right.
You know, I think I might switch to an actual terminal window as opposed to the embedded terminal, but I'll do that after the.
Sure.
It's just it's pretty awkward here. All right, so did you just say write a commit message?
Go ahead and commit
I don't
this
remember
to
how you did
Git.
this.
Just yeah, go ahead and commit this to Git with a fun commit message with emojis. There you go.
Obviously, of course. All right, now it cooks. Now the execution of Git. Let's do always. Or is that a little scary? Maybe we'll do always. Oh man, it jumps every time. I'm gonna switch, I think.
You're gonna have to refill the context again once we do that. That's okay though.
Yeah, I know. That does sound painful. All right, blah blah blah. Random emoji may or may not really relate. Oh, camera emoji at the end. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay.
Who would have thought to put that in there? Git message.
Okay. All right, we'll try to keep just using this, but I don't know. So next we need to begin the first part, right? So we want
implement step
one.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Look at this.
Yeah.
Implement step 1 of plan.md. That good?
Yep. It may have you authorize some tool uses at some point, but
Directory YouTube launcher is not a registered workspace directory. Oh, it needs to be able to CD and Flutter. Yeah.
The Flutter command needs to be as always. Here we go.
Ooh, I like that it's removing Cocoa Pods. That's great.
Hey.
That's a real nice little optimization. I mean, especially if it knows how to add Swift Package Manager.
Well, I mean,
that's important.
You remember what Gemini was able to do on the Jules demonstration at I/O? It was able to, completely update the entire node underneath libraries for an entire project. Gemini is coming along quite nicely. I'm finding it to be a very interesting junior intern.
A junior intern that reads the manual.
Yes. Only if you tell it to, though. I mean, you do have to kind of notify it a little bit.
Oh, goodness.
That is
scroll, and I have paid the price.
Yeah.
All right, allow execution of Dart. Yeah.
Screenshot surface is created. I need to run the build runner. Oh, it's running build runner for you. Isn't that nice?
Oh, because we had RiverPod uses that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to remember what we were even building 3 weeks ago. But yeah, RiverPod has all the magic generation.
Mm. This is sort of like
Screenshot
watching.
service and its provider. Oh, it feels like it's actually going past step 1. Because step 1 was really just do the like update dependencies.
Well,
And I
one thing.
believe this was part of step 2.
Go look at the
I-
plan file again. See what they look like.
Sadly, that will involve minimizing the thing, which will break everything.
Add
All right,
dependent.
so
Oh yeah, it should be
this is
doing
like-
step 2 yet. So it's gotten carried away.
well, it's an ambitious junior intern with a can-do attitude.
And unfortunately, it follows literally what you were saying. So it was saying, okay, you want me to do step 1? Well, as long as I'm in there, I'll do step 2. I'll be nice to the boss. I could suggest one thing, which is that we exit the terminal here. Get out of Gemini, exit the terminal window, revert the Git repo, because hopefully it didn't commit anything yet. It probably didn't see it commit anything, did it?
Let's see. It is starting to add code.
Yeah.
I mean, we can try to let it finish.
Okay.
Step 2.
Yeah. Well, and if the tool, if the errors, I mean, if the tests pass, we should probably see what the new tests are first.
Yeah, it is actually trying to run the tests, but it's getting a lot of output, which probably means the tests are failing. It does seem to be. Don't you love when you're experiencing the halting problem for yourself? You get to feel in your bones the uncertainty of whether or not this software invocation will ever end. It's great. Yeah, let's look at some of these tests while it's cooking. Where is the test file? Oh, here it is at the bottom. Okay. So get application directories. I'm not going to lie. I have never written or seen code like this. I don't know if this is valid or bananas nonsense.
That looks good, actually. It's
okay.
It have a temp directory.
Mock provider plugin. Oh, extends fake. Oh, I see. I didn't even realize what we were in here. Okay. So scrolling back down, provider container read screenshot provider service. Oh, what is this provider container? Implements node provider container.
Provider container is a built-in class in RiverPod.
Oh, this is from RiverPod. Okay, got it.
Holds all your providers.
Container.read, great.
Create those manually when you're writing tests.
Hello world. All right, so the key here, where did that key go? It's on the repaint boundary here. Okay. And then it does this. So this is going to write a file to an actual
/temp directory.
Actual temp directory, and then check to make sure that the file has bytes. Okay, that's pretty cool.
So that'll be good to make sure that it works.
I've never written a. Yeah, something is just super weird here, though. It's been cooking for 4 minutes. It's been sitting on this test.
I would control C it and say, what's the problem?
Oh, really? You just ask, what's the problem?
What's the problem? What's the worst it's going to say? I don't know what you mean by a problem.
It said the cake is not a lie. An AI overlord would tell us the cake is not a lie.
Yes, right.
This is not engendering trust, Gemini.
Yeah.
I happen to know that the cake is a lie. So awkward.
You cancel the test run. The test I wrote verifies screenshot service to capture. Do you see an issue with this test, or should I proceed with running it? Well, see, we got an option now.
Yeah, interesting. Also, my dog is barking at my front door. So I think I'm going to peek at that real quick and just make sure no one. Oh, no, he's in the backyard barking at something. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay. I don't have to go anywhere. So, yeah, you canceled the test run. Test arrow verifies by using a global key. Right. Yeah. So I'm guessing it was just hanging, but it would have been nice to see all those 500 hidden lines that it was. Maybe we could just add like a timeout to it or something.
Just tell it to run it again. Occasionally I get like it just gets
Okay.
a little wired somehow. So go back to terminal and go ahead and run it again. Run it in the foreground. Run the test again, but in the foreground. Never gonna give you up.
It's a pretty well optimized humor.
Yeah, it's hiding something in those lines that makes it scary. I wonder what it is. I wonder what it is. Huh.
So chat
Why
can
don't
hear my dog barking. And the funny thing about this is my neighbors have teenage kids, and sometimes they get in really, really dramatic fights on the phone with their significant others. And my
Yeah.
dog is made very upset by the sound of distressed people. So he's like
Okay.
barking at the neighbors' kids, trying to help them because he can tell
Wow.
they're distressed.
Yes.
Oh, it's funny. Okay. So we don't seem to be getting any more foregroundy here.
No. Cancel that. Yeah. Escape to cancel.
How committed are you to not just running the test yourself?
Just run the test yourself. It's fine.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to make a new terminal. Okay, I may have to go drag him inside. This is unbelievably distracting. I'm just going to run all the tests because I'm a lazy bum. And while this cooks, I'm going to go drag my dog inside.
And let's keep
chatting. Right back. Yeah.
Here.
Enjoy enjoy talking with chat.
Hi, chat room. Let's see. There was an earlier question that I could have answered for somebody here. Please, it's definitely handy. Let's see. Randal Schwartz on YouTube. I do have my own YouTube. Look it up. Randal Schwartz on Dart and Flutter. I've been doing it for 6 years now, 7 years maybe even. And I occasionally post to it. It's been a while. I know I've been so busy with other projects that I haven't had a chance to see my own chat room. I can't paste the URL of it here. I'm just a peon in this channel though, so I can't give you the actual URL. If we were on Hump Day or the new Flutter and AI series, I'm one of the managers there, so I can go ahead and paste URLs in the chat room. Let's see, anything else? So again, what we're trying to do is continue on. We got most of the way through the project in the previous show, in the 2 hours that we had, basically reproducing what Craig had done on the previous 3 2-hour shows from scratch. And in this show, we're trying to finish it up by writing down the image into the right place.
Keep going.
Project's build time. Wait, what's it? What's below that in this current terminal window?
That's it. That's the bottom line. So this test is just hanging. And maybe there's something with the temporary directory, or even getting the directory is like not working in the.
Okay. Then let's tell Gemini. Can you figure out what's making the test hang?
Okay. All right. So we're going to end here as well. Yeah. Let's see. Where did it get? Foreign system file entity. Screenshot test.dart. Path not found exception. Deletion failed. Interesting. So I would have expected, if the file didn't exist, for this exception to have
That
failed.
would make sense.
What is this? What is this little thing trying to tell us? Use of an async. Try using the synchronous version of the method instead.
Yeah, go ahead and tell.
Interesting.
You should have to do synchronous because the whole app is sort of asynchronous enough that asynchronous write's not going to take up too much time. Yeah, so
Plus, this is a test. I mean, this isn't even the real code. So yeah, we definitely don't care. Convert the file.exists check in the screenshot service test.dart file to use the synchronous method. Add a timeout to the test. Anything else we want to do? And then rerun.
I would actually say make the test synchronous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, make the entire test synchronous.
Make the entire
or use synchronous file system calls. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that'll work.
Oh, let's also. I do want to add that timeout.
Add a timeout.
All right. No, a different dog is barking, but it's much further away. All right, here's a good question. How do you ensure the quality of the tests that are good? How do we ensure that the tests have high quality?
There's a lot less tricky code in tests than there is in the actual original code. So the tests are generally understandable. They do make a lot of sense. Occasionally I've been baffled by tests, and then I have it explain the test to me, Like Remy writes amazing tests for Riverpod, and some of these have confused me over the years.
Yeah, there's a real trade-off on these kind of things. All right, so we have a lot of all sync methods. We've got our timeout here. Nice. This is going to be a lot better.
Or at least it'll be different. That's important.
It'll be different. And different is good when it was hanging infinitely in the last run. Increase the timeout. Well, that's not going to fix it.
It is putting timeout then.
That's so hilarious. To increase the timeout is the solution. Incredible. All right. So I know how I would approach this if we were typing this stuff by hand, but since we're not typing this by hand, what would you do next?
Well, one way I've gotten further sometimes is to say, well, comment this test out. Ask it, why do you think the test is hanging?
Okay.
Oh, wait, what are we doing? We're doing, yeah, that was your previous.
For some reason it repopulated with the previous thing.
Did you hit up arrow by any chance?
Maybe.
Okay.
Why do you think the test is hanging?
There we go. Yeah. Because surely it's seen this problem before in thousands of code bases.
Yeah, so it said that
tons of code.
It couldn't find the directory, and
it's async stuff. Frame rendered after pumping the widget. So it's fixing those.
Here's a pump widget builds a widget tree. However, it doesn't necessarily wait for the frame. Your code immediately calls switch and return boundary. And the to image method needs the repaint boundary to have been painted at least once, but that hasn't happened yet. As a result, await boundary.toImage call never completes. To fix this, we need to ensure the frame is rendering by doing await test.pump. All right, yeah, that's what you were saying. So
I would never have gotten this. This is Simon would have gotten this immediately, but he's not here. But no.
So did it not have this await? I don't remember. What I'm getting from what it just said is that it added this await, and maybe that was there, maybe not. All right, let's try it again, I guess.
Yep.
Not knowing whether or not that was there is rerun the test. Why don't programmers like nature? Gemini asks. It has too many bugs. But
It's like a dad joke.
Yeah.
Okay, applied the fix, doing the shell thing again. Oh, still those same 86. Oh, it's moving further forward, isn't it?
Interesting. Oh, it passed? Did they all pass? No, it failed. Okay. Timed out after 5 seconds. So honestly, at this point, I would just add a bunch of print statements to figure out where it was timing out.
Okay. Well,
what is it doing now? All plugins for macOS are Swift plugins, but your project still has the CocoaPods integration. Yeah, it did try to remove that earlier. Updated the test to use test widgets Flutter binding. Also increase. Please stop increasing the timeout. That is not the issue. Oh my goodness. Element detach. Wow, I don't know what that is. This is
it's changing. It's changing the code though. It's looping around, changing the code every time it gets a bunch of error messages. So this is good.
Is it good? It seems like it's just trying random stuff.
Well, but then maybe it will hit it. I mean,
yeah, it's like, oh, did this one random method not work? Try another random method. This kind of feels right now like, in a movie, if you have a character who's like been captured by the enemy.
This is an
and they're just like, please, no, don't. I'll tell you anything. I'll do anything. Like, that's how I live right now. I'll invoke any method. I don't care.
We're in an escape room. We just need to figure out how to get out. That's all.
I know how to get out. Control C.
Yeah.
That escaped us. All right. What did it do? There was a bunch of code that it was putting in the. Oh, I guess maybe it got rid of those in random other attempts. Okay. So yeah, setup, like, I don't know. Is this right or not? Like, I don't know. If we were allowing ourselves to read documentation, we could go find out how this is supposed to work. And then, yeah, we give that a path. Oh, okay. So wait, also the mock path provider platform. Oh, that's just going to give it. And then that's the instance. Okay. Unless this is intensely hallucinated, it seems like that should work.
What if this is actually working and we just don't have the right flavor for a test yet? So we could
tell. I kind of want to just run the app and see how that works.
Mark all failing tests as to do for now, and let's keep moving forward.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
It's a little blindsided, but it might end up biting us later. But yeah.
I guess I probably shouldn't have said "and let's continue" because that might be confusing.
Oh, now go ahead and do that. See, skip. I like not having to remember how to make a test skip.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All right, I do kind of want to read how this works, the stuff that it's done. Also, we haven't committed anything since the PRD yet, so I would like to do that soon. All right, screenshot service, capture and save. So how does this work? Global key, get the render object, do the to image, do the image, do the stuff, get application directory, and then the file name is passed in as a parameter. We kind of don't want that because OBS is looking for an exact file name that used to be in my clipboard. Let's see if it still is. It is. So image.ping, and it probably will pick. So documents, what was it looking at? Documents directory. So that should be fine. So we just basically need to hard code image.ping, and then I think we'll be good there.
So go down to Gemini and say, I want the image to always be stored in this path.
Oh, goodness. I love watching this scroll by infinitely. It's just very fun. Oh, proceeding with test modification? What are we doing? No, oh my goodness. It's moved on. Probably step 2 or 3 or something.
Yeah.
Final screenshot.
Either
Last time, do you ever tell it to like do a certain step and then pause?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we need to start doing that.
Yes.
All right, I'm just gonna kill this for now. Yeah, it's right. Well, we'll let the builder finish.
Yep.
Chat controller has been updated. Read file. Yeah. Okay.
We're good. Stop. Control C. Yeah. Escape out of there. Okay. You just say you should be doing only one step at a time until acknowledged.
Yeah. Whoops. Get back here. Where did VS Code go? Oh my God! It just crashed.
What? Oh my goodness!
You made VS Code. Don't have it open.
Redo the context. Shall we back? Let's back up and restart. And erase all your Git changes. We want to keep the commit is what we're looking at, what we committed before, and then start Gemini in a separate real terminal window.
Yep,
in the right.
That'll be good. All right.
Change system.
I have to make this a lot bigger. Actually, I guess we can just go full screen on this. Oh no, I'm in yours. And so first thing I want to do is oh no, not that. How do I get out of the exclamation point? Well, there we go. Perfect. Type it again. I want to run git reset hard or whatever the command is to delete all uncommitted changes.
Or whatever. I love it.
Yeah. Figure out what I mean. Git reset hard. There we go. Great. Always allow. Okay, so switching back to VS Code, we do in fact have, oh, it didn't get, oh yeah, that doesn't get rid of untracked changes. So I will delete those manually.
Yeah.
Fairly well. Changes. Okay. Cool. So we still have our plan.md, and we're going to go one step at a time.
So first we want to make sure that we read all the files. So read, and then the subdirectory apt. Yeah. Okay. Read this code base. It's
do this.
There you go. Oh, sign the workspace. What the?
Oh yeah, we could also just be like in the lib directory, right? That's all we care about. It's reading a bunch of build files, and yeah, look at it. This is actually a giant waste of context. We don't care about any of that nonsense.
But we don't care about. We got plenty of context. I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
Also, my context reset. It was down to 82%. Now I'm back to 99.
You're in a new Gemini. Every time you're in a new Gemini, it starts over with 0.
I thought that was like my date. Yeah, okay. Now it says 32% left. Wait.
Oh, that was.
I feel like we just want to do the lib directory. Should we try that?
Just do the code review thing. It'll only read Dart files when you do that, which is all we really need.
Okay.
So,
should I restart?
Yeah. Go out and come back. I think you just type /clear. Well, too late. This also works.
All right. So how you say just review the code?
Yeah, review the code for good, bad, and ugly, and it will figure out where the code is and stuff. What is that?
I accidentally typed some special characters and it was unhappy. Review the code to figure out the good, bad, and ugly.
Yeah, that will. It knows. It's basically doing LSs now and looking at all the different files there, and it's figuring out which parts of this are Dart, and it's reading just the Dart stuff. That's a better. That's why I like the review prompt, because I don't have to tell it to read every file.
Yeah, that's a lot better. Also, it did seem to consume an insane amount of context because it was reading all the build you know, in the Mac OS directories and whatnot.
Ugly. Yeah. But now that means that this code base will be in context, and we can then refer to the plan and say, do step 1 and only step 1 of the plan.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to give myself a little easier way to toggle back and forth between these. There we go. Okay, don't actually care what its good, bad, and ugly are. So now we'll say, please execute step 1 in plan.md. And actually, we'll just say, please execute step 1 and only step 1 from plan.md.
Yeah, I like that. Well, oh, and we can tell it to add the path to the file that you have in your paste buffer, I think, right? But let's let it finish this.
Nope, I have 32% now. But it was image.md. It was actually, it was fine. Image.md is the only interesting part here. Or sorry, image.png. Yeah, we certainly don't have a markdown image. Step 1 is complete. All right, let's give it a peek. Add file. I've never used that package before. Okay, this seems fine. Let's do it. Oh yeah, now we ask it to commit, right?
Yeah. Oh wait, no. First mark that step 1 is done.
Yeah, these little things, like always do one step at a time. When a step is complete, mark it as such in the checklist. Those feel great in like a rules file.
Yep. So change it. Now we got a commit message. Now we go to commit.
I feel like the keyboard is a little not responsive down here, but I feel like the terminal is being funny. Commit this with a cheeky get commit message complete with emojis.
Yes.
Heavy on the cheekiness, please.
Yes, always.
All right, what are we getting as our commit message here? Adding new dependencies. Hope this doesn't break anything. Okay, that is maybe even cheekier than I was anticipating.
Be careful with Gemini. So this is the cycle we repeat. We say we run a step, we make sure the tests pass. One additional step is to, every time you finish a step, have it then re-review the PRD and the plan to see if any knowledge changes future steps. So to keep that feedback loop going on as well. And again, this is software engineering. This is what we do. And we are always fine-tuning the course by seeing what actually happened and what knowledge we have now from doing the result. Cool.
All right, I'm excited to see what it comes up with. Guess it's still thinking, all right, we're getting a thing here, and it's going to have to run the builder, which it has proven itself to be good at. Oh, this is interesting. It did not. Oh yeah, so we'll have to redirect. This is a reasonable thing for it to invent as how to save the file. So we'll tell it that we just want it to always be image.ping.
Right.
All right, back to Gemini. Let's see how it's doing. Indeed, my friend. Always.
The build script, right?
Well, I got to say, the UX of this in a separate non-embedded terminal is about 100 trillion times better.
Yeah. But then you got to flip entire context. I guess
which we were having to do anyway with the drag up and drag down.
Right.
So in some sense, there's only so much real estate. Also, if you're not live streaming and you don't have overly enormous text.
Go ahead and escape. Go ahead and escape.
Oh, what's happening?
This completes step 2 of the plan, but what we should do is
I accidentally killed all of Goodness.
Good, bad, ugly thing again.
Yeah. So what was going on that made you think we wanted to kill it?
I wanted you to paste in the URL, say save the file at here.
Oh,
test
we
it.
could have done that. Wait, so why did we have
Yeah.
to kill it? We could have done that.
Because it was still running. That's why I said stop it before it
Oh.
runs. Maybe it was finished. I don't know.
Let's see what
It hadn't been yes yet.
So when do you just be like, image.ping? Like, I would never be as committed to this
I
in
think
real development.
It's just the mission. We're trying to do it entirely without doing any actual live coding. So
all right.
yeah.
Well, I won't go Luke Skywalker and compromise the mission. So I'll put it back and we'll ask Gemini to do it. Please review the code to understand the good, bad, and ugly. I know. Did it mark?
We'll get sued by Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, did I fire 6 bullets or only 5? I actually don't watch many movies. So I basically just go to the same wells over and over again for movie references. I watch very few movies.
I haven't seen modern movies since COVID, so
yeah, I see about one movie a year.
Yeah, used to see 2 or 3 movies every weekend back in the day. Back when I had time.
Well, speaking of movies, look at the last person to chat, Moonlight. That was a good movie. Saw that a few years ago. I think it was actually named one of the top movies of the 21st century so far in a recent New York Times 100 best movies list. It was in like top 5, if I remember right. All right, so it's thinking here. Oh, it's still doing the reading. This is a lot slower than the last one, but okay.
Do you have are you using a free key or a paid key?
It's a free key.
You might be running up against.
Account.
Yeah, prompt limits. Then I was using a paid key.
Yeah, I think certainly as one was the more committed, or the more one is enjoying this kind of development, like that paid key becomes pennies on the dollar for what you're going to get out of it.
Okay.
All right. It has the context.
Update the file save logic to always save to and paste your path.
It was using the correct path. So
no, I don't know. You had like hardwired path that was outside of /temp, right, or whatever.
Well, no, we don't want to use temp. It was using the document structure. This is what I did originally. So all we have to do is append image.ping here.
Okay.
To the document structure. So it is good there.
Tell it that then. Yeah.
All right, now let's watch this happen. Get out of here. Chat message _daytime.now. Well, this is interesting. Oh, it's a deprecation. Yeah. Oh, right. Always allow. That's it. That's what we want. What is it doing? Oh, I restarted. So I have to always allow everything again.
Right. So, it did. Look at that directory path, image.png.
Nice. Perfect.
Awesome.
So we're in the middle of step 2. So I think we'd say like step 2 is partially implemented. Please finish anything not yet done.
Please run the tests.
Are there tests? There are tests.
Okay. And they haven't run yet.
Why are they mad? What is it? String function. So the tests are broken because they will definitely not compile. Yeah, this is crazy.
Make sure the tests are compliant with the latest Flutter releases.
Well, here's a juicy one. Andre says, I'm new at Flutter. I just want to ask how Flutter would perform in the market in 3 to 5 years. Will it still be relevant, or should I learn other languages first? Andre, that is a good question.
Let me get my crystal ball.
Yeah. I certainly expect. Ooh, what is it? I want to RM here. It hates its own test so much it wants to start over. I'm actually going to do that one only once. RM is a spicy command. Yeah. Is Flutter going to be relevant in the next 5 years? Well, people have been wondering that for 5 years, and it's still quite relevant. So I think Flutter's current trajectory is very healthy. Its lines go up is happening in terms of usage and apps and developers. So it's in a very healthy place. Line go up also in terms of companies and platforms, even. Flutter's had a lot of progress recently in the embedded space, which is kind of a territory that basically only Flutter can take certain apps, certainly in a performant way. Now, should you learn other languages first? That is a bigger question. Python and JavaScript are great languages in terms of jobs. So I can't tell you that Dart is the best language to learn to get a job, but I can tell you that I would bet that Flutter will still be relevant in 2 to 5 years. All right, let's see what it has here. Blah, blah, blah.
So just go ahead and run the tests, and let's see if there's any error messages out of the tests.
It does seem like there will be.
Yeah, because it doesn't even compile, I think.
No, nor is it terribly close to. It did better last time, but yeah, what is this error? Function declaration rather than variable assignment. Oh, yeah, this is wild. I've never. Why is it writing code like this? Find render object 2. Also, where's find render object 1? Oh my gosh, that's the real one. If it's a render repeat boundary, then return the mock render repeat boundary. This test feels crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not in love with what on earth is going on here.
Add logs of Flutter. That would be helpful.
No pubspec YAML found. Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's good. Tests are good. All tests pass.
How does this test pass? Oh, this is the crossed off file. That's not even the real version anymore. And there is no test file yet. So that's how it made sure that the tests were all compliant. It deleted the ones that weren't.
It ran some tests though.
Well, the other tests.
I would punt there. I would go, okay.
No, we don't. We just don't have any tests for the new thing. So let's say step 2 is partially implemented. Please finish step 2 from plan.md and then hold for further instruction.
Yeah, we might as well pop it open in macOS and see what it looks like.
Yeah, this was a classic. If you stop testing, you get fewer cases. Mm-hmm. So not the way I wanted the app to work. No, I'll create a new test file.
Which I deleted. Okay. It admits that. That's funny.
Oh, what did it say?
It said
recreate. It even knows, yeah.
Recreate. It's now it's going to create the broken test again, probably.
Screenshot service capture and save. This seems fair. It's not trying to delete the file anymore, but it's a temp directory. We may not care. I mean, deleting it was better in theory. Oh, this is not what we want. We don't need that for sure. YouTube Launcher is not a registered workspace. Blah, blah, blah. It's thinking. Oh, it's still just cooking.
Yep. Ooh, does not like get library path or get library path. Yeah, it needs doesn't need the platform file. It's importing the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's not going to work very well. All right, let's see what we have. So a bunch of stuff. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Another platform. Yeah, we don't, I just don't think we need this. We also certainly don't need it coded with this extra curly here. That one's problematic. Okay. I would have to look at the path provider documentation to know how we're supposed to. Big change. Deleted a lot.
We're
Still
deleting
is
the failing test.
Oh, here we go. Implements. So when get application doc. Okay. All right. This is the temp directory again. That seems okay. I'd be surprised if there's not something in the package to make that more easy than mocking it ourselves. All right. This test doesn't have red, so that's a good start. Oh, now it's just going bananas again. What do we have now? Yeah. This just can't be correct. There's no way. This is absolute madness.
Well, let's if the tests fail, then let's comment them out and move forward.
This is hanging, it seems, again. Oh, okay. All right. We're killing that. Comment out any failing tests. Or no, mark as to do. Mark any failing tests as to do. And no and. All right, so we should add the skip true here. So we saw last time.
You need to make sure Gemini's in front in case it's asking for a tool use. Oh, look at that. It did. Skip true.
Yep, skip to. That's good. Now it's running the rest of the tests and they passed. All right, so let's run the app and see what we get. It'd be hilarious if, like, for the last half an hour, it's just been working.
Yeah.
Right, so YouTube.
Run. Launching on macOS in debug mode. Yay.
Also, I'm curious in Plan MD. So we had to create the service, integrate the service with the chat controller, update the UI. So, like, I would expect a lot of these things to be required. You know?
Well, I love how it saves the API keys.
I know.
It's cool.
Yeah, because it's using secure storage, which you had it do last time. Okay, fair play, Gemini. Yeah. We click it, and seems like nothing's happening, which is okay.
Right, because we haven't implemented that yet. Well, so I think step 2 is done as far as we can do it, and we're missing a good test, but tests are hard to write sometimes. So.
Yeah, I want to look at some of the code that it. Right. That's what. So step 3 is integrate the service with the chat controller. So we just have the service, and it's like not being invoked is probably what's happening.
Yeah.
So I'm going to look for where capture and save is called, and it is truly nowhere. So okay, cool. Step 2 is good. Mark it as complete in plan.md and add a very serious, extremely corpse speaky commit message. No emojis are allowed.
Just swinging at the other end of the spectrum there. Why not?
Yep.
We're testing anyway. This is just a test.
Mm-hmm. Looks good.
Stage changes. Get allow, always allow once again. Yes.
Trying to find the commit message. What did it come up with?
Oh, still doing it.
Oh, here we go.
Whoa.
Feet. Implement. Yep. Oh, leverage architectural. Good. That's pretty corpse speaky. Love it. Yeah. All right. Proceed to step 3. Complete all tasks and then await further instruction.
Don't say complete all tasks. Complete step 3 and await further instruction. All tasks that might I want to do all the rest of this. Yes.
Right. That's true. Complete step 3 and then await further instruction. That is true. We found it to be willing.
It's precise.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's enthusiastic. And why are there still changes? It didn't commit those.
I think it's only making, it seems to maybe only be committing things in the lib directory. We'll have to pay attention to that on the next round here.
Data the controller, did the chat controller test.
All right, so it's, here it's going to call, capture, and save. That's a good start. Passing the key around is also a fun thing here, and it's adding a new test that is not creating real files, so that one actually might pass. Nope. Chat message isn't a type.
It's missing an import. I'll figure that out in a second.
All right, so this is in this test file. Let's watch it. Watch it try really hard. Oh, data chat message. What is in chat data? Data. Yeah, chat message. Why is that? Doesn't exist. But I do feel like we see it. Chat. Pictures, chat data. Chat message. Darn. It does exist. Interesting. What do we got going on here? I feel like it had more success writing tests off the shelf last time. Today, it's kind of struggling.
Yeah. Maybe. Well, we're doing things that are a little more unusual, like, saving stuff to a file that's an image from somewhere. That's a bit more unusual. Like, it does seem to handle the core tasks reasonably well, but when you start getting out of the fringes, that's why one-shot vibe coding doesn't always work, because people are trying to build things that are innovative and unusual.
Right. Yep. Oh, what do we have here? Fallbacks. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is a standard error message everyone has encountered while using Mocktail. Let's see if it's going to register that. Don't see it yet. It does not seem to be registered.
Trying to run a command.
No, just still
updating something.
Chugging along. It still says chat message isn't a type. I don't understand why that is the case.
It thinks it has the right import message too.
Like, what is going on here? It just doesn't think it exists, and yet we've got lib source.
Oh, it's not package : it's package /. Why did it do that?
Oh my! Whoa!
Bad code.
Is it still trying? Okay, so it's. I'm just gonna kill this, and I'm going to change this because I can't watch it struggle anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now you can just do that again.
A little bumper bowling never hurt anybody, unless you're the bumper. Then bumper bowling is probably not very fun.
That's a good point. What Chris just said in the chat. Ask it to write an interface for the methods used from the path provider dependency. Then test can have its own mock implementation. Interesting. Yeah.
That is certainly the superior software engineering approach. And we may need to do that depending on how it goes here. Seems I'm still having issues. The test is failing because the fake controller is not providing any messages to the UI. So find text test message fails. Okay, so what's going on? I don't even know which test is the problem.
And they didn't catch it.
Yeah, I don't see the test message that it's even looking for. Well, okay, this is potentially actually, wait, what?
Oh, it went from empty to a single message for its test. It had to mock an actual async message coming in. There wasn't any messages in the fetch before, so it created
All
mock
tests
data.
have passed. Whoa! All right.
Ship it.
So I do want to run it again. Let's see what we get.
Yeah.
All right. Again, not actually really sure how far this is supposed to go yet. Let's look at. Yeah, so the chat controller. How does this work? Okay, here we go. This was the chat message. Oh, chat state. Interesting. Okay. Chat controller build, blah, 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 blah. Let's look at its fetch. That works. Select message. Here we go. So this is the big method. So this is to deselect, and that does seem to work. And so here we do this. That's good. That updates the UI. And then this does feel like everything should actually already be functional.
Capture and save may not actually do anything yet. It wasn't.
No, yeah, it does. It does. I mean, it's supposed to, at least.
I forget where we are in the steps.
Me too. I'm also just going to cheat and print this out.
We'll know it got to there. Cool.
There we go.
Yeah. Well, that's a good sign. We got to that part of the code.
Okay, now I'm going to go back into OBS and reconfirm. Oh, nope. So the only issue here, and I'll just change this, but it's the package ID has changed. So OBS was watching for com.example.app, but now it's com.example.YouTubeWatcher. So how do I, wait, why can't I, why you know let me edit this?
OBS file watcher is weird.
It's oh, I have to click browse. That's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so this is in library containers. I'll bring this in here so everyone can see what I'm doing. Library, where is my library? Oh, give me the library. Okay, so I have a new idea here.
It's one of those protected ones that you have to enable in Finder to be able to see library. There's settings for it, but I don't remember what the settings. I did it so long ago.
There we go. Oh, look at this image.ping. Hey. So now I can go back to this file directory and drag this in here, and that will navigate us to it, and we will open it. And there it is. And I will press OK. And it's very small. It's extraordinarily small. But it's there.
Cool.
Ta-da! And it's still really, it's limited to my portion of the thing, but it does work.
Oh! It's in your camera window. I see.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're making then. It's mostly working.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Click the next one. That works too. So it doesn't delete them. So let's do that.
Right.
And I think I'll just delete it myself now because, oh, did I get rid of that window? I did close it because I'm not smart and I didn't anticipate this. All right, let's see. Do any of the plans involve deleting the file? So integrate, update the UI to trigger, update the UI to trigger image saving. It is already doing. Integrate the service with the chat controller. So yeah, step 4 is just kind of nonsense because step 3 is already doing it. What does it think it's going to do?
Let's just progress then. let's just commit what's there because the test passed. Make sure to update the step 3 first.
Oh yeah, I got to go back to here. All right, so this step 3 is complete. Mark it as such and add whatever commit message you so choose. All right.
Yeah, I'm really glad I stumbled across the idea of using a PRD in a plan sequence file probably about 3 or 4 months ago, and I've been playing with it since then, and it's been really effectively changed the way I use all these AI tools. I never use autocomplete anymore. I'm just typing prompts in all day, and it works.
It makes a lot of sense to ground the whole process in the PRD. All right, so that is good. So now we'll say proceed. Oh no, I want to say add to step 4 the functionality of deleting the image on disk when its associated chat bubble is deselected.
Mm-hmm.
This is a fairly awkwardly worded English sentence. It really should be add the functionality, blah, 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 to step 4.
Whatever. It's read enough bad English to know what it means.
Step 4, here we are. Delete the saved image. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's still, and it's doing step 4. Okay, that's not what we wanted, but that's fine.
It's okay.
Because it would be the next thing that I would have asked it to do. So
as long as it doesn't go on to step 5, that'll be the nasty part. So you probably should stay on the controller or stay on a thing to escape it in case. And it's going to add a test for it. Okay, cool. It's probably going to do just that part of step 4 and then stop, I'm guessing. Or it's going to finish step 4. We don't know yet.
Yeah, true.
Oh, he's made a mistake and he admits it.
See, you did make a mistake. Guilty. That's how you know it's not a person. It admitted wrongdoing.
But did it really? Maybe it only hallucinated that it was doing wrong.
Reminds me of one of my dad's favorite jokes. He's like, I've only been wrong once in my life. And that's when I thought I was wrong, but I was really right.
Yeah.
That's the Gemini way.
Oh, and here it is getting in one of those loops.
Removing Cocoa Pods again. Yeah, that. Aren't we all trying to remove Cocoa Pods? It's been doing that all morning. We're coming up on time here. If we can get it to delete this image, I think I'm going to
blow us up. Make the test to do then, because the test is what's slowing it up right now.
Yeah.
So just escape out of that and say, please make this test to make the test for that to do. Make the most recent test a to do. Not step, the test.
Whoops.
The step is done.
You're right. Yep. Good catch.
Well, I'm Copilot.
Yeah.
Not
indeed.
that. I'm this Copilot.
Indeed. Anyone who's watched this stream before knows that I benefit so regularly from co-piloting excitement. All right, I'm just going to look at the screenshot service. All right, so we have a delete image thing here. I don't know why. I got to ask about this. Avoid slow async IO, and that's slow async IO is worse than using the synchronous method. Like, what is going on? I'm really surprised by this lint, this suggestion. I don't understand at all. So delete image is called here. So I feel like this is going to work.
Yeah, it looks like it. I like it.
So let's go back to the thing, which was here. We'll do a restart, load up the UI.
Saved credentials.
All right, so.
Oh, I see the message on your screen.
Yeah, there it is. And then I click it again and it goes away. Love it.
Ship it. Ship it. Now let's just let it run as well as it can through the rest of the steps and call it a day.
So, what is it doing now? Didn't I cancel this?
What did you do? What did you do?
Oh, it's doing more. It's whatever.
Oh, hit escape again. Yeah. I guess go ahead and commit what you got.
These changes, summarizing the deletion of files. All right, I think we should pause here. We're sitting at an hour and 45. So we've had, we've done a lot. I think we've demonstrated pretty well the way that Gemini can help. It's imperfect, but gosh darn it, so am I when I'm coding anything. And I think folks can figure out, to what extent they want to add this to their workflows. I think it's obviously pretty helpful for some, the way that I actually anticipate using this, and I'm going to unhide my screen here so we can just chat. The way that I really anticipate using this moving forward is around, I want to kind of develop the core pattern of an app that I want to do, how I want maybe data to be loaded and cached and whatnot, and how I want state management to look. You're setting up river pods, other people set up blocks or whatever. And then once I have an established system that I like and that I want basically replicated across features, then it, reference this as your style guide and do that. And I think that's going to mostly be my trick moving forward. What do you say to that, Randal?
Yeah, people definitely develop environments, develop certain rules that they like to use, and those things would be the kinds of things you would drop in your Gemini.md in your home directory. So rules that apply to every project I'm working on, and then you can narrow it down by if it's a Dart and Flutter project, these are the specific rules for that, and it will figure out if you give it MD headings. It's really smart at figuring out that the headings mean something. So you can say technology specific categories. Then you say Dart Flutter, 2 pounds. Then you put all your Dart and Flutter rules. And then you can say Python, and then you put with 2 pounds, and then all your Python rules. And so you can build that up. The downside of that is everything that's in Gemini MD in the core in your home directory will be read into every context you use. But with a million tokens, it's not really scary.
Not a big deal.
You can also do per project. So you can have a bunch of files that you would pull into a project. Say for a Dart or Flutter project, you'd always pull in these files. For a Python project, you'd always pull these in, and so on. So you could have them very specific that way too. Yeah.
Makes sense. Well, I need to play with this more. There's a project that I'm going to be working on at work, and actually I was going to start on it yesterday, but got roped into something last second. And my plan is to largely try to have Gemini do the development. So we'll see how that goes.
Cool.
Yeah.
We have a couple questions in the chat room. Any reason we're not using Firebase Studio? Firebase Studio is great if I don't want to have any install on my machine, but I've got a fairly powerful machine I can edit locally with, and I have my Gemini CLI all set up the way I want it. Yes, you can do some of that with templating in Firebase Studio, but I just found so far that using VS Code directly is the quickest way for me. But yes, I think it's equivalent though. Yeah.
This is just an OBS thing. Why is it showing in your box and not the main window? Because well, actually it's the intersection between OBS and StreamYard. So my space here that you see me in is all of OBS, and then StreamYard is compositing that with everything else, and OBS can only add the thing to its own space. So that's where, it was just a funny little intersection there. When I was by myself, then OBS takes up the whole screen. So it works a lot better. And then Andy, I need to learn patience in many aspects of life. So I'll let you know when I figure out patience more broadly, and then I can apply that to Gemini writing tests. That's a life quest that I'm still cooking on. All right. Well, folks, thanks so much for tuning in. Oh, Randall, you have something?
Yeah, I just want to plug things. So I'm every Wednesday on Hump Day Q&A over on the Flutter Community YouTube channel. And every Monday, we're doing AI and Flutter 2-hour sessions, live streaming sessions with various guests, both experts like me and also Google employees coming in, talking about various aspects of things. We just had a really great show on Monday.
You had Khan and Andrew on, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was a great show. Good show. So, so check those out on the Flutter community channel, which is linked from the flutter.dev/community page. And you can find the link there to our channel. So that's all I wanted to plug there.
Nice. I'm just adding that to a quick banner, flutter.dev/community. A lot of resources to be found there.
You can find me at pretty much every place listed there. I'm in the Discord. I'm in the Slack. I'm posting answers on Reddit. I'm posting answers on Stack Overflow. So you'll find me a little bit of me everywhere.
Stack Overflow.
Yes.
They still get a lot of questions?
No, it's like it's dove way down. Stack Overflow has their own LLM answering thing now too, which is sort of weird.
Okay.
I haven't tried it much, but apparently it's scraping its own answers and providing its own search through LLM.
Yeah. I mean, Stack Overflow is so central to development for 15 years. I feel like, it's given me so much. I owe it something. Like I should go check out its chatbot.
Well, you're probably too young to remember the one Slashdot. You're probably too young to remember Slashdot.
I am indeed unfamiliar with Slashdot.
Slashdot used to be the central place to go talk about things, ask about things, answer things. It was written all in Perl, so I enjoyed being associated with it a little bit. So that was a lot of fun. Cool days.
Nice.
Cool.
All right, folks. All right. That's going to do it for today. Thanks so much for joining. I appreciate everyone, as always. Great discussion, great questions. And I expect I will be back next Thursday, like usual. So, until then, happy fluttering, everyone.